This is Mac Network. This is Mac Network. This is Mac Network.
Yo, what's going on, man? Welcome to the Pen and the Pad, brought to you by This is Mac Network, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Quan Mac, aka This is Mac, and I'm here with the one and only Groundhog Terry is in the building, y'all.
I'm in the building.
Yeah, it's packed. Homie don't know how to act. We the Mac. Anyway, man, so we are about to review the full album of Rich Homie Quan's last project by the title of Forever Going In. And this is 35 tracks. We're not going to go through every track. We're just going to give you our opinion on how we feel about it, you know, and this is coming from me and Terry, so it'll be a two-part thing. You can play your part as well by voting on the poll or in the comments if you're following us on Facebook, something like that. So we'll be back right after these messages, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for being there for us.
No gimmicks, just lyrics, how we do it right. Get ready to dive deep into the culture day and night. So tune in, turn up the volume, let's get it started. Mac and Terry in the building, the legends, the hosts. Yo, welcome to the Pen and the Pad, where we drop knowledge and rhymes that'll make you glad. I'm your host, the lyrical maestro on the track, spitting wisdom and truth. No need to hold back, grab your notebook, your pen and your pad. We dropping gems, making moves that's never sad. Like Rakim and Eric B, we bring that real rap. Educate, elevate, and always stay on track. So sit back, relax, and vibe with the flow. The Pen and Pad podcast, where the real ones go. Podcast that'll give you the thrill.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we in here now. We in
Yes,
here.
sir.
So, quickly, we're going to do this review. Rich Homie Quan. I am your host, Keon Mac, aka This is Mac. That is Groundhog Terry. Once again, we are in the building. All right, so this project, 35 songs long. All right?
Yeah.
35 songs long on this project, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I don't know if this was a project that he was working on and planned to release this anyway, or is this something that they just kind of, gather all together and then did something with it. I'm not sure. But I think something that we all can agree with is too many goddamn songs on here, man. It's just too damn many songs. Like, seriously.
It really is.
What are we supposed to do with this? I don't know.
Exactly.
But yeah, so listening to it, how was you feeling on this, man? What's your thoughts on this album?
Well, first of all, rest in peace, Rich Homie Quan.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Yeah, I think my first thoughts on the album, though, was like you said, it was a lot of songs on here, so 35 is a lot for an album. So, I was just kind of hoping it wasn't a bunch of fillers. So, that was my first thoughts.
Okay, so how did you feel about the album?
It was cool.
It was cool.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It wasn't. Yeah, it was cool. That was my feelings.
All right. What did you like about it?
The production, of course, was nice. I did like the beats. As always, I'm cool. And then Rich Homie Quan, doing his natural singing a little bit throughout the album. These little melodies. So I like that about it.
Man, a lot of things you like, you wasn't liking a couple of days ago, but You know.
Oh yeah, some things. Yeah, now let me get into the things I don't like.
Okay. What you don't like?
I felt like it was kind of rushed, and a lot of those songs were just slapped together. And whoever put this out for him, was kind of like should have been a little bit more strategic with it, I think. But other than
Mm,
that, he had some bangers on here.
okay. Okay. My thoughts on this album was I've already mentioned it in the beginning. Is this something that he was working on? Was he planning on releasing an album with buku fucking tracks on it? Or was
Yeah,
something else going to happen? Now, my personal opinion is I thought this could have been broken into, at least for the least 2 albums. But you
yeah,
could have squeezed 3 out of it. And I don't think this was rushed. I think it was probably rushed to put out. But I do think because majority of these songs, it seemed to me, goes all in the same bunch. And then it kind of fades into I get a couple of phases in this album. I get the street shit. I got the street trying to be, I don't know, out there, like enjoying life. And
yeah,
then I get the talks with the sweetheart sweet shit, the strip club shit. Like it's so many vibes in this album, and it goes in a certain rhythm. So I do want to applaud the producers and whoever put this together, the mastering and stuff like that, because you did what you could do with it. I like the album. I just hate that it's so long. If you
yeah,
would have gave me track 1 through 12, or let's say 1 through 11, let me see what it stops at. My story is what? No, free would be 12. I'll say if they would have stopped at 11 and said that would have been Forever Going In Part 1, I would have been okay
yeah,
with that. And
yeah,
then, go with part 2 after that, whatever the case may be. And then possibly a part 3, because looking at his older albums, he usually stick around that, 15, 16 songs. I don't know where the
yeah.
fuck 35 came from.
Nah, I don't either. I think that's the main thing. Like you said, it's too long
Yeah,
for me.
but it's some good shit on this damn. And I had to look at it this way. If you are a young guy, young female, maybe teenagers, early 20s, mid 20s, even pushing 30, and you are a Rich Homie Quan fan, this is in the whip type of music right here. This whole fucking album is in the whip. Or if you are around young people who know about this shit, people my age, in the 35 plus, if you throw this on in the background, no one's going to know what's going on. They're going to pretend to like it until they realize, damn, how many tracks on this fucking album? And
Yeah,
then they're going to get tired of it. But thinking about it and being in certain settings, like I said, whipping just whipping around the corner and you got that Rich Homie Quan banging, it hits different. And it depends on what you're
hmm,
whipping into and what you're about to do. If you with your niggas in the car and y'all whip, I'm telling you, that's it. If you at the crib, y'all smoking, drinking, got a couple of females over, you and your boys, all that, yeah, I can see that.
ooh, 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 ooh.
I can see that.
Yeah,
So I had to put myself in you guys' mind frame. I had to picture it. I had to picture me in that, because I felt that way about a lot of music. You don't really like it until you're in a certain setting.
atmosphere. Yeah,
You know what I mean? And sometimes it takes for you to be in the club to hear that bass. the bass,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, hit your body.
Or in the car, like you said.
Or in the car, or to have on some headsets versus listening to it on, a speaker or your phone speaker or something like that. Like, it don't hit the same way. That's why I always recommend people get some good headsets so you can hear the bass, the knock in the background, so you can hear everything. But yeah, overall, the production, like I said, kudos to them. They did a great job. I was loving the beats. It really took Rich Homie Quan to outside. Listening to these beats, it sounded like it started growing more outside of Atlanta, outside of Georgia. I start certain songs. I start seeing palm trees. I start seeing yachts. You know what I mean? Good weather. Females with different, hair. I just started seeing something totally different, and that's good. So I'm going to give this album a 3. I'm going to give it a 3. Like I said, too many tracks for me. If you chopped it down into 2 or 3, I think every album would be above a 3 or more.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be a 3 for me, and much respect to Rich Homie Quan. Yes, I'm going to give it a 3. I just wish he was still here to at least go, hey, this is how I wanted it.
Yeah.
Release these songs in this order. You know what I'm saying? If we had that, and then he passed away, okay, then I'll be able to say this was his thought process and everything. So, yeah, good 3 for me, man. Give it 3 mics, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in agreement. That's a solid 3, for the amount of tracks it has on here. You have to give it a solid 3.
All right, man. That's 3 on both sides, man. Rich Homie Quan, forever going in. We rated 3 mics. Let us know what y'all feel about it and what y'all rate this. Once again, rest in peace to Rich Homie Quan. Please make sure you comment, subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you share, and you can join our pool and let us know how many mics you give this album. All right, man. I'm your host, Keon Mac, a.k.a. This is Mac. That's Groundhog Terry right there. And
Sure.
We'll catch up with y'all next week. We out.
Everybody who rode in an ambulance car.